Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan final season, which is on episode 65 of the total number of episodes, or episode 6 of the final season of Attack on Titan. Anyways, I thought this episode was really nice and etc. Despite what the community thinks, and I think I could see a lot of complaints and a lot of people, of what happened in this episode. I can understand that, but we could talk about that later, okay? Let's just get this recap started. We had to it that Willie Tiber says goodbye to his family, unfortunately, because I believe he knows what's to come. And we have to it that Willie and Theo Magath ends up talking with each other about the plan, because this is the only way how to get rid of Parody or have the world unite against Parody, But we see to it that Theo Magath is very concerned because a lot of lives will be lost. But Willie Tiber tells Theo Magath, look, you sent a lot of Eldians to their deaths in landmines and machine guns. Don't hesitate now of the situation here. Don't change on me. Don't feel any remorse or compassion towards the Eldians that are the spawn of the devil, okay? This is our only chance to make things work, and we're gonna do this in the internment zone, And we had to it that Theo Magath says, it's true that the Eldians are the spawn of the devil, but we are devils too. And he therefore also tells Willie Tiber, when the time presents itself, I may not be able to help you or protect you if you put yourself out there, And of course, Willie Tiber says, of course, I am prepared for that. However, if I don't take the stage and present myself out there, we won't be able to unite the world against Parody and make things a better place, And we go back into present time where Eren kills Willie Tiber and eats him, and he stares at the crowd while everybody runs amok in terror of what Eren Yeager and the Attack Titan just did, And we have to it that Zofia gets crushed by a debris, and Udo tries to help her, but we have to it that Udo gets trampled while Colt holds on to Gabi and hide behind the debris, while Gabi can only scream in terror, because of what's happening. And we see to it that Willie's little sister ends up thanking her older brother for doing the right duty to the Tiber family, and she transforms into the Warhammer Titan. Eren takes notices this and tries to kill the Warhammer Titan with just his bare hands. But we have to it that eventually that the Warhammer Titan will later on use a powerful, gigantic spike and impales Eren to a point that he has to be held up in the air, Pretty much he gets impaled by a pike and gets held up in the air still, That much I could tell you. I know what I'm saying is confusing. Unless you watch the episode, you get the idea. If you haven't, I'm sorry for being very implicit and vague. That aside, we have to it that Porco and Pierre gets rescued by Pierre's gun unit of the Cart Titan, etc. As for Colt and Gabi, they're trying to get to a hospital for Udo, But we see to it that that Pierre actually warned her gunmen on the Cart Titan that they're always riding on her to follow them because something feels shady, And we have to it that they get rescued by Pierre's gunmen while Porco gets ready to go into the area to go help out the Warhammer Titan. But Pierre tells them to wait and realizes that there are some people flying in the air right now. And Pierre is like, oh, hell no, this can't be. And we see to it that we go to a scene where Eren is still being pierced by the pike by the Warhammer Titan. And the Warhammer Titan ends up summoning its Warhammer and then ends up trying to kill Eren. Eren manages to dodge it, but unfortunately he gets struck by a bunch of pikes and he gets attacked by a bunch of anti-Titan weaponry cannons, And that's already bad news for that's already big bad news for him because it's already doing a lot of damage to him. And we have to it that the Warhammer Titan ends up decapitating the Attack Titan's head, and we have to it that that one of Theo Magath's subordinates says, alright, this is our chance to kill the Attack Titan and the Founding Titan. Without it, they'll be at a disadvantage. However, Theo Magath says, no, we have to eat it. Otherwise, if we kill him now, it'll postpone the problem later. But we see too that the guy says the Warhammer Titan has no intention of eating the Founding Titan though. And we have to it that that the Warhammer Titan sees Eren Yeager there and asks him, Eren Yeager, do you have any last words, the Usurper? Or Usurper Eren Yeager, do you have any last words before I kill you? And we have too that Eren tells Mikasa to do it now. And Mikasa shows up with a bunch of thunder spears, blasted it into the Warhammer Titan's nape, and boom, 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 boom. Then we see other Survey Corps members dressed in black, causing a lot of damage as well, you know. And this was actually a very nice scene to see where it's heading out to, you know. And looking forward to more to see where it's gonna head out here. Sorry about that. Yeah, pretty much the scouts with Mikasa and everyone else shows up to try to help out Eren, you know, etc. And we see to it that Theo Magath tries to call in all reinforcements to come, and he gets attacked by a bomb, unfortunately, before he could escape, you know. And we see to it that everyone's doing a lot of damage right now, and then John realizes, he tries to tell Flock hey, stop it, Flock, you're gonna burn the whole damn zone down. Keep the civilian casualties at a minimum. Don't you get it, huh? But Flock tells John, hey, do you understand the enemy actually sent a lot of freaking sent a lot of Titans to the walls and killed our own people and our children and women, huh? This is just a start. We were getting eaten alive and everything, and they supposed to have it coming. And he even tells John after John tries to keep to his senses, but Flock says, look at Eren right now. He's telling us to fight, not just sit around and die and get ready to be eaten, okay? He's telling us to fight, and I'm not going to sit around and not obey that simple order. We need a devil like him. We have to it that Mikasa asks Eren, hey, Eren, do you have any idea what you've done right now, huh? Look what you did. You just literally killed civilians, and you just killed children. That is beyond redemption, or that's something that you can't undo. And Mikasa was trying to ask Eren what he's doing, you know. And we have to it that that Eren tells Mikasa that the battle's not over yet, and the Warhammer Titan's still active and going, and actually tries to hit Mikasa and Eren, but Mikasa managed to dodge in the nick of time with Eren in her arms, you know. And we had to it as the episode continues on. We had to it that Udo is already confirmed dead, and Gabi gets really upset about this, you know. And we have to it that Gabi was trying to go out there and fight, but one of the few people who guards the gates of the internment zone tells Gabi, wake up, you idiot. This is not the time to try to go out there and get yourself killed. And all of a sudden, the people Gabi knew was shot in front of her, and reinforcements were getting killed right now. And we see Sasha and Connie and many others, Jean, Flock, you know, in this episode. While Sasha and Connie are putting up the lights to try to give signal, I think. But whatever the case may be, this really upsets Gabi as she ends up picking up the gun and gets ready to go into action. We have to it that Sasha Connie gives a message to John about the situation, you know, and they put up the lights here and there, and we have to it that as long as things go according to plan, things will be okay, you know. And we have to it that Eren, on the other hand, realizes something is wrong, you know, because he knows that when he beat down the Warhammer Titan, it was still somehow able to be active. Not to mention, it has a cord or some kind of connector to its feet, and by that time, Eren ends up finding the person and ends up taking out the Warhammer Titan user and gets ready to try to eat Willie Tiber's little sister, who is the Warhammer Titan user. But unfortunately, before he could do so, he gets attacked by the Jaw Titan, which is Porco Galliard himself, or Galliard, he ends up saying, I've been waiting for this moment to retake the Founding Titan. But before he could actually do anything, we have to it that another person shows up out of nowhere so fast, ends up cutting the jaw of the Titan. And he goes like, what the hell? I can't bite. What's going on? And we have to it that Levi shows up in front of him and freaking like Galliard or the Jaw Titan user goes like, holy crap, are you serious? This is the freaking Ackerman, and he tries to escape, but unfortunately he was unable to because he got attacked by a Thunder Spear. And before anything else comes about right now, we have to it that all the other Survey Corps or scouts ends up getting ready to gang up on the Jaw Titan, while Porco or Galliard ends up saying, are you kidding me? I'm a freaking Titan. How can you beat someone like me, huh? And we had to it that, like, he realizes that these guys are the devils of Paradise or demons of Paradise Island. And the episode ends up with Levi getting ready to, like, chop the guy to pieces, you know? And then episode ends off there. Preview of next episode. It looks like to me it's going to be more action-packed than before, and it looks like to me it's going to be a little bit more tense and dangerous right now. And we have to it that things are about to get very dangerous, and the next episode is called Assault. So yeah. Anyways, I thought this episode was really nicely done. I could see a lot of people complaining about the CGI. There's no denying the fact that it's really hard to get used to the CGI here, because all of us here are Wood Studio people, okay? Let's be honest. We all been Wood Studios for a very, very long time, that we would rather prefer the animation for Wood Studio than Mappa. It's like that time when it comes to the Nuts no Taizai, the 7 Deadly Sins, you know? When it came to that previous season. Yeah, I get it. It feels like it's like that, but I still think Mappa is still doing a good job. I mean, compared to Studio Dean, oh my gosh, they're not censoring the blood they're not censoring a lot at all. It may look like it's difficult right now. It's look like it's really difficult to watch right now. There's no denying that. But I still think they're still doing a good job in terms of like choreography and animation, you know? I mean, CGI, there is a lot of CGI when it comes to the Titans and maybe some of the characters too. I could see that. I really do. But we just gotta take it step by step, guys. I know, like I said, it's difficult. It's difficult for me too, but I still appreciate the fact that Studio Mappa doing the best right now. I know it's not easy, and I get it. It's never easy. But yeah, I still think they did a nice job with the scouts, you know, and the Survey Corps all in black, you know. It's really, I think it's still nice and fitting for everything that is happening right now. I know it's very difficult to try to like enjoy it because of the CGI here and there, but we gotta do with what we gotta make do with what we get, you know, etc. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alphazito. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.